Wait for that to say good, and then this.
Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks?
Welcome to the Cam Shenanigans podcast.
You mean Shenanigans? Oh! You're talking about Shenanigans, right?
Where Mike, Trent, and Zach, and a guest will debate all things automotive.
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Make sure to check out Cam Automag on all the social medias at Cam Automag. And don't forget to support our sponsor, Hustle Energy.
Or in the photo shoot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shenanigans.
I timed that poorly.
It's all right. We don't have good timing, really. That's just how we fucking do it. Hi, Andrew. That's Andrew in the chat. I'm Mike. I'm back in the kitchen. I'm doing a lot more cooking. So
hell yeah,
preparing for the triumphant return of the bowl is too small. I already know what I'm doing for the live stream. Just got to figure out when the hell I'm doing it.
Hell yeah.
But I'm joined by Dave, who is currently being fucked over by NVIDIA.
Yeah, I think it's actually more of a Windows problem now because I shut down my computer with NVIDIA Surround setup, which turns all three of my monitors into one desktop, a big-ass 5760 by 1080.
Nice.
And then Windows updated, and the NVIDIA control panel is no longer operational on my computer, so now it's stuck in surround mode.
Oh, fun.
Which means if I full screen a window, it goes all the way. And my camera's right there, but if I full screen it, you guys are over there. So
that's a problem.
That would be awkward, unless you guys want to give it a good side.
Hey. And we are joined, as always, by the one, the only, the Zach Lords, who has rebranded himself.
New brand, new me.
There it is.
I'll get more into that a little bit
OG.
later. Yeah.
Yep. Logan, I am not making grilled cheese, but before I'll get into the thing, so I'm going to tell you what I'm doing this weekend.
Cheese.
I'm not making grilled cheese, so for the Bowl is Too Small live stream, I'm going back to something I do well, something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I am making some stuff from the old Sweet Home Chicago Pizzeria menu.
Oh,
So we're going to do some garlic cheese bread. We're going to do the Italian salad, which is just some chopped iceberg, a whole shit ton of Italian dressing, and then like salami and pepperoncinis and mozzarella.
That sounds delightful.
They're fucking great. And then going to make two pizzas. Going to make a thin crust Chicago Transit Authority. So that is just sausage and giardiniera. And that's it. So you're getting meat and heat. And then I am going to do a stuffed, so I'm going to be stealing one of my parents' deep dish pans, and I'm going to be making a stuffed pizza of some variety. I don't think I'm going to do the Taylor Street, so me and Trent can live to see another day. But God, the Taylor Street, it was pepperoni, sausage, prosciutto, capicola, and salami.
My God, that sounds amazing.
Oh, dude, it was fucking buck. Like, if you can find, I can find all of that stuff, and I am more than willing to like whip one of those up because it was delightful. It was a pain in the ass to actually try and eat because all that stuff got like crispy and would want to fall off. But yeah, it was one of those you had to eat it warm or else. No.
Yeah, there's no saving that one for later.
No, God, like I tried to eat it cold and it didn't work. So
the only time in history where cold pizza doesn't work out.
Exactly. So just trying to figure out when that's going to happen. Gonna christen the new kitchen. Give Zach heart palpitations.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait because like there's some things I've been wanting to cook too, and I'm just like when I have like pans and stuff. I'm not gonna be living the bachelor life where I'm cooking everything in the same bowl in the same pot and using the same fork for all of it. It's gonna be
Oh,
great.
you mean living like me?
Hey, I'm gonna teach Zach some things. Really show him how to be a man.
Like
Oh,
you
it's
should.
great. We teach me how to
Modern
shave
lessons, man.
because clearly this is not working for me anymore.
I mean, listen, after we're done here, I'm gonna take a shower and get rid of this because this is annoying the shit out of me. And I'm going to inevitably cut myself, even though I bought like some fresh new razor blades. So that's gonna be fine. Logan wants me to post cooking B-roll on OnlyFans, so
I will subscribe the shit out of that.
I'd do it too because apparently
If we're-
OnlyFans is about content creation.
yep, exactly. And I mean, if we're thinking of the same B-roll, then yeah, we're gonna make it real. Gonna fucking channel daddy. We're gonna make this work.
Mike's
See
gonna Mike's gonna get in on the B-roll B-hole, huh?
Exactly. So that's going to be happening at a future date. But this weekend, it's the NASA Utah Enduro. Everybody come out if you want to see some fun racing and like be at the track after sundown when it's actually super cool out there, and maybe see some fireworks go off because that's usually when the Twilla County Fair is. But,
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. So. It's just kind of a thing that all the photographers like did for a couple of years. We had to get like a long exposure shot of the fireworks going off and the cars going over the top of the attitudes because that was really the only place you could do it. And everybody did that, and then everybody got real sick of it. So, you know, yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Chris points out the country music festival thing is going on, and yeah, I remember the last time it was out there. That was it was a thing.
Nothing like a bunch of people from Draper and Harriman thinking that they're from Tooele, listening to whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
Just showing up there.
Hey.
Showing up there in Daddy's $80,000 Super Duty.
Oh,
It's got
80,000,
leather.
huh?
Yeah.
80,000 must be an F-250.
Yep. Listen. They just wanted it. They needed to spend enough to make it nice and have it say Super Duty on there. That's it.
Platinum.
And then they put the Les Schwab special like wheel and tires on there.
Oh yeah, you
Fucking hell.
gotta get rock blocks on it too, just because you can, right?
Gotta. Hey, if you're like a fucking basic asshole and you have a truck, but you want to not be a basic asshole with the truck, hit up our friend Jetty over at JRH Performance. Jetty Lou will hook you up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell her that friends at Cam sent you. Won't get you a discount, but hey, you know.
Might be a conversation.
Yeah, I don't.
I actually saw her mobbing down the road the other day in her truck.
I saw her. She was delivering parts the day I took my drug test to get hired on at IE. Like I honked and I waved at her, and she looked at me like I was insane.
I mean, you're not.
Listen. Listen. But anyway, so yeah, this weekend my coverage is going to be a little different because what I wanted to do last year, as far as covering the NASA stuff, was I wanted to follow a different person or team around each weekend and just be like, okay, so this is like what the good stuff, Logan. So like this is what, you know, like the top team, you know, like the big teams that show up with a hauler, you know, basically what Bakes and Models does is what their weekend is like. And then, you know, go follow around like Sarah Samsky and just be like, so this is what it looks like when like a father and his two daughters share the same spec Miata over a weekend. You know, go follow Chris around, just be like, this is what you can do with a Focus.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, just kind of, you know, show these different stories. So, but then that didn't really materialize because, you know, we had the whole Papa John's last year and into this year. Go get stuck, wear a mask. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think we're asking for too much here. But so this weekend I'm going to kind of revive that idea, and I'm going to be following friend of the program Ayrton Littell around, because he is racing during the day. He's doing the sprint stuff in the town storage Spec Z. and then he's driving something in the Enduro. He hasn't told me what, but he's going to be bringing the car home. I do know that he's running the anchor leg, and then because he's got his karting outfit, Scuderia Littell, he's going to be at like 1 a.m. starting from the back of the pack at a shifter kart race.
That's dedication, man.
Yeah, like he is fucking about it. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna try and get some shots of everything else, but really I just really want to tell that story because that's kind of fucking nuts. So
Hey, man, more power to him. He should do it while he can, while he is young and able to do those things.
oh yeah.
Well, I went and tried to tell a cool story this weekend.
Yeah, tell a cool story.
I'm trying to tell a cool story. It hasn't been made yet, but I went and did 2 super cool things this weekend, which made my weekend feel very fulfilled, which was very nice because last weekend was not that, except the photo shoot we did. But beside that, so I was invited out by a close friend of mine, Sean Hayes, to the Utah Lowrider meet, and once a year they have a it's like the big one. It's the big meet. It's on the 24th of July, and it's like where everyone comes out to, and they do a hop fest, they do a show, everyone brings the lowrider bikes. It's all there. And I was invited out to go see that, and I brought my camera, I brought both cameras, which was very difficult because trying to do video and photography was incredibly difficult. But yeah, it was an absolute blast. I had a great time doing that, and there should be a video up on Cam Auto Mag soon-ish when I find music for it.
Yeah.
But I got a couple photos I was going to share with you guys. If I can find those photos, if it will load. God damn, it's not loading.
Well, that happens. Chris Miller, he points out that a couple years ago, Jason Harward did something insane, which is he drove the entire 6-hour Enduro in his Huracan Super Trofeo by himself. Like he Ironmanned the whole damn thing. And they had to pull him out of the car at the end. Like physically pull him out of the car because he could not get out himself.
That sounds physically and mentally exhausting.
It's insane. And then Logan says, Zach, cool, pick one. But then he says, hey, I make music, Zach. I could cook up something copyright free.
Yeah, I'm looking for some old school hip hop, like lowrider stuff.
Oh, now you're saying his beats ain't good enough, huh?
I'm not saying his beats aren't bad. I'm saying you might not be able to get what I'm looking for, because I'm looking for is pretty unique. But I was able to. Okay, I gotta admit with this shot, Andrew Jolly took this shot. Our friend in the chat right now. Granted, my name is on it because I did edit it, but he snapped this amazing photo. This car was in the middle of a bumper stand. And yeah, just the wrong way direction. Yeah, just some of the photos I got there. Another photo that Andrew took. I thought that looked cool.
Dude, I absolutely love emblem shots like that.
Oh, yeah.
Super macro fucking emblem shots are amazing.
Don't want to show off my entire Facebook. Come on. There we go. This was a cool one. And then this fellow right here, which I don't know if I can zoom in on. I can't zoom in. God damn it. I hate that shit. But I got this super cool photo. This guy was incredibly nice. I may have assumed something about the guy's personality, but it was actually an incredibly nice person.
Hey.
And then this amazing Bel Air. And yeah, the last of the hopping stuff.
Hell yeah.
And then the other thing I did was the guy who invited me out to the show, he has this, I can't remember what year it is, which Dave might be able to remind me of it when he sees the photo. But it was his 4-door Impala that he has on an air suspension. And it's just amazingly gorgeous car. And I was able to get some really good photos of it for him, which made him super happy.
Isn't it like a 61 or a 62?
It might be. I 64 sounds.
I honestly can't tell the difference. I wish I could. I honestly can't.
I think it's in the tail lights. because I think like the early '60s were still really that kind of like '50s look. So
Right. I do know it was like 59 before they called it the Impala. It was a Biscayne.
Yeah, which is just such a fucking great name.
I mean, I think so.
Oh yeah, but
And like,
That thing says early 60s to me. I don't know why, but I'm probably
Yeah, I
not
think-
right.
I think it's probably like one of those like weird like 62 and a half is when they like did the big change. Or maybe I'm thinking of a Thunderbird. I don't know. The Impala and the Thunderbird like at that time kind of had like a very similar like 3 bulb tail light setup.
Mhm.
So I might be getting the two
Yeah.
confused.
Everybody was doing the porthole thing in the early 60s.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, some of my favorite features about this car is these are factory. These little air. Or I don't know if yellow was factory, but this was a clear piece was factory as the air director, and the smoker window is controlled by a crank.
Hell yeah.
So if you want to open it, you have to crank it, close and open, and it's also the same with the window, of course, as well too.
One of the
But-
cool things I liked about Sean and his style is like his what was it, a 521 that he had
Yeah, yep. his
that
pickup
had
truck.
the yellow tint on it, and it had like the chrome visor and shit like that. So cool. I
Gorgeous
think
car.
it's so rad.
You can kind of see he has orange visors right here. It's kind of hard to tell. I didn't get a great photo of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there's a flare right there. I never did notice that flare before.
Hey.
Yeah. But yeah, just the style, his entire just aesthetic of the car is perfect, and I was very happy to do a photo shoot with him. And there might be a video shoot in the future with it. We'll see where things go.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Let me see if I can find a photo of his 521 while you guys talk, because it was.
Yeah. Zach invited me to the show, but I just didn't want to do car stuff this weekend, knowing what I have ahead of me. So I was like,
Well, what I wanted to say about this meet too was, it was such a different like. Oh, here's a good photo of his 521. Hold on. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, now I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
That thing is gangster.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
a gorgeous car, and he put tons of work and love into that car. But it was about the limiter beat that I was so surprised by, because it was such a different environment where everyone was so incredibly nice. Like you go to like these Utah Weekend car meets, and you get douche bro and his G35 who doesn't want to talk to you because his mommy co-signed and he thinks he's the hottest shit. And these guys, like, all the cars are so like there's so much character, and even like the ones that are just kind of a shitbox, you can tell there's like the guy put so much work and effort into it, and the entire family is rolling in the car, and they're hopping the front wheels, they're going down the street. And I was talking to Sean because he used to build lowriders back in the early 2000s. I was talking to him about like some of the engineering that goes into these cars, and the engineering is insane. What they do is they'll take the frames off these cars, and they'll double or triple wrap the frames in an extra layer of steel, so that the frames are like an inch thick. So there's like basically like a box car, so there's no flex in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they always pull the small blocks and put a V6 in them, so there's more less front end weight. And all the upper control arms on these cars are all like hyper customized. Like no one sells these things, so like they're all. Some dude in his garage knew if he cut out these 16 pieces and weld them in this way, he would have the correct geometry to get the wheel and the hydraulic and the proper spring in there.
Yeah,
Really, really cool.
It's so crazy. Yeah, it's basically melding like tractor hydraulics onto a show car and making it drive.
And I asked a little bit about the history of the cars and how it got started. And the entire hydraulic scene was started by a single person, where he was just like, he was working one day and he was noticing the lift gate on like a box truck. And he's like, I bet I could modify one of those hydraulic cylinders and put them in my car. So he went to his local hydraulic shop somewhere in LA and said, hey, can you build me one in this diameter and this long? And they were like, yeah, what are you going to use it for? But yeah, we can do it. And he did it so he could, because the whole point was just to evade the cops, because the cops were pulling over people with too low cars. And so then when they passed the cop, they could go up, so it was the stock ride height, and then drop it back down when they wanted to go look cool. So it was fascinating. It was a fascinating experience.
Yeah, man. Like lowrider culture is fucking awesome, and it's like just the whole history of not just like hydraulics, but also just like the lowrider scene and how like it was influenced by like the greater like Chicano culture. Like it's it's just like you're not just getting like a car history, you're also getting like a cultural lesson.
Absolutely.
And like there's so many different subsections of the scene too, because like I feel like lowriders get very classified as just like anything low and old, not fast American muscle. Like I'm trying to think of, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Are just a lowrider, but there's so many different. There's hoppers, there's three wheelers, there's just show cars, and then like there's a whole thing of like 40s and 50s the bubbly cars that are just like
I think they call those bombs.
It might,
the bombs. Yeah,
yeah,
like those post-war cars. Like
you've got like the whole Havana vibe. You know, the whole Habano sauce to it. You know. Yeah, like those are sick.
Yeah, like the dudes who were chopping like the 49 and 50 Mercury coupes, like that shit, where it's just like, oh yeah, like this windscreen used to be like 2.5 feet tall, and now it's like 18 inches. You know, or it's like it's a foot tall. It's fucking like it just changes the whole vibe.
Yeah. You were cool as fuck if you were dragging the tailgate on a 50 Plymouth. You know, like
yeah,
like these. One I want a photo of this car right here, the one in the back. I'm just if I can find it, because that's the one that I saw and I was like, this is insane what this guy's done to this car. It's so pretty.
Oh, dude, like that's
one thing I love so much about like the lowrider guys and like the airbagged like full size and mini truck guys. You know, like the work they put into their frames. Like you can have an entire car show of just truck frames.
Oh yeah.
And they're better painted and better put together and better built than like half the complete cars you would see at a normal car show.
Oh yeah, like I've seen like lowriders, like a crew of lowrider guys pull up to a show, and you know, like hell yeah, just that fucking patina, just like let it get nasty, clean it up, rub some diesel over it, and then clear over that shit.
Dude, those fender fillers, those smoothies on the back, holy shit, that's awesome. Dude.
The early attempts at like America trying to figure out aerodynamics and everybody doing the same fucking thing, the streamliner stuff.
Yeah.
That Art Deco streamliner. Oh hell yeah. Oh, it's a fucking hearse.
And it is on hydraulics.
That's a fleety hearse. Holy shit, that's amazing. I love that.
Oh dude, that's fucking rad. Yeah, God. So when I worked at Asset, the owner of the company, like he's like an old school hot rod guy. Hell yeah. But like his stuff, it's like he's got like a 34 Ford.
Oh, here's the one I'm trying to find was this car. This car was so perfect and immaculate.
I've seen that car. Shit, yeah, dude, that thing is rad as hell.
And it has
such
the
a
visor,
Bonnie and Clyde vibe to it.
Oh
the
yeah,
visor,
dude.
The suicide doors, the yellow fog lights. Just the entire thing is perfect. I don't know if it's static or not. It honestly might be because he has that wheel turned and there's some room in there still.
Yeah, fuck. Natural TCN is at Smashburger, and he found a legit S14 Sylvia.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the last one I'm going to share is like the bikes too, because like
dude. Yeah, the fucking bikes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, they're insane. Like
you get some of those dudes that build them that are juiced too.
Yeah. Like they're like the bikes are almost as cool as like the fucking cars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do they call those, scrapers? Is that a scraper bike?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But yeah, so when I worked at Asset, like, Bill the owner, like, he's an old school hot rod guy, but all of his like hot rods are, like what you think of like a fucking hot rod, it's just like, okay, cool. Small block, loud paint, whatever. But they used to have this car show called The Show, and it was fucking cool because the last time they had it, OG Abel, this amazing graffiti artist, or just artist period, he came and he did this huge fucking mural, like this Marilyn Monroe, like Lady Liberty mural in the lobby. Like it's 2 stories tall. It's fucking great.
Nice.
But yeah, so I mean, like, there's a healthy mix of, like, old dudes with, like, traditional hot rods, but then a whole bunch of lowrider dudes came out, and it was so fucking great. Like, just like Monte Carlos on Dayton's. Sign me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the other cool thing is like a lot of these people they all dressed up too for like they got like the old fedoras with the little feathers in it, and like the high socks and like the short jeans. There's probably a name for that style. I'm not cultured enough to know what it is, but everyone there was just so amazing.
Yeah, just like a lot of dudes in Dodger jerseys because fucking A, man.
Dodgers and Raiders.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of what the name of the video I saw was, but there's like a mini documentary. Actually, I think Alexi Smith. Actually, I think Noriaro did something on it or something with it. But he or somebody adjacent to him did the Japanese take on the Chicano and lowrider culture.
Yeah,
and that shit is gangster.
Oh, dude,
that shit is so dope.
And I was talking to Sean about this because I was like, "Oh, have you seen some stuff in Japan?" He's like, "Oh, it's insane. Like, they take it, and because to them, it's their version of what they think it is like here, and so it's like hyper exaggerated, and then like you get like some weird shit too, where it's like here's a Monte Carlo on hydraulics, with anime titties on the side. Yeah, so it's like this like weird clash of just like subcultures.
Yeah, it's just like. Yeah, it's like the cultural exchange is just so fucking weird. Like, stuff gets lost in translation. It's like you're trying to describe somebody, like, what something looks like and having them draw a picture. Mm-hmm. And then they'll show you, and it's just like, well, it's most of the way there. Like, you got a lot of the big stuff, but some of the details are a little curious.
Right, and then you get the person's personal spin on it as well.
Yeah, so it's just like, everybody out here who says, oh, yeah, I want to build like a Conjo Civic. It's like, no, you don't, because you don't have a place to actually drive that thing in the way that they do. And two, like, you don't fully, like, you were never going to have the same grasp on it. Like, I could, like an old school Conjo dude will describe to you in detail what he has done to his, like, EF SIR Civic. And like he'll describe it to you and you just be like, got it, and then you'll build it and you'll show it to him and he'll be like, it's a lot there, but and it's like the same thing. It's just like we describe, like these guys are just like, oh, I want like some crazy fucking muscle car. All right, Akira, here's what you do. And then he's like, I got it, and then he builds it and he shows it to you and you're just like, cool. I don't remember the fucking comical titties and big eyes, but whatever,
and thus Dajiban.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, I think a lot of people fail to consider that pretty much anything in Japan, like there's no such thing as a casual enthusiast.
Oh yeah, no. Like
you either could not give two squirts of piss less about it, or it envelops your entire existence.
Yeah, like you're fucking about it. And
right.
Going back to what I said real quick, that's not to say like anybody's doing anything wrong.
No.
Like the American takes on stuff, it's like that's how we got like dudes shoving K20s into gutted EGs. Just like a bone stock like K20 with the 6-speed just showing up and wrecking people. Like getting pulled out of the parking lot at American Toge and just being crowned the American Toge monster.
But that's what I consider. Like, okay, so I think I'm probably the only one that uses the nomenclature here, but I consider stuff like that what is called a Street Fighter type vehicle. Yeah. Something that is just a collection of parts put together. It doesn't look 100%. It maybe doesn't even function 100%. But what it was built to do, it does 110%.
Yeah.
Like I call those Street Fighters. I don't know. I kind of take it a little bit from like the Cafe Racer kind of motorcycle type deal.
Yeah, like it's
Street Fighter bikes. They had heat tape wrapped pipes that were cut off. They had all the miscellaneous set.
Yeah, it was like you would
cut off of them, and they were just light and fast.
Yeah, it was like you would take like the Norton frame because it was most of the way there, and then you had to hack bits off of it, and then you put like the Triumph engine in there, and just be like, okay, this is what we're doing, So, God, Logan, if you don't hyperfixate on various Kaido teams and suede purple seats, are you even trying? Fuck. Ah, man, I want some quilted suede like buckets in something.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think you need to get some like wine red or maroon quilted suede buckets for the Outback to match the paint.
Ooh, ooh.
So I this is slightly different, but I talked about this before, and I can't remember the guy's name. I think his name was Jason.
Yeah.
But but experiencing something that somebody cares so truly much about, and something that was built for that single person's desires, wants, and needs, is so special and unique, and you can feel it and see it as soon as you get to be around it. And this dots I'm going to show you right here, this 510, was that. It's called the Smurf, and it's apparently super famous in the Datsun community. I literally just googled Smurf 510, and it posts from 2006, and it has a very unique engine in it for a Datsun.
Oh, a VG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not
that
a common swap.
No, that is not. The only I remember Alan Anderson, he had a 510, and he was working on a VG 30 swap in there, but I don't think he ever got it done. I think he ended up selling the whole lot and just moving on to one of the other things that he had. I remember he either did or was trying to put that VG in there.
Okay.
But
if I'm thinking of the same guy, I thought it had a turbo VG at the time it was sold. Didn't he buy also a wrecked one?
He bought that white wrecked one.
Right. That already had like a VG or a VQ or something in it.
I think that one had like a VQ in it or something. Yeah, like it. Yeah.
So this is what it looks like now, because he's done a little bit of work to it. But I had the opportunity to ride with this guy just back from UMC, and
great looking car, by the way.
yeah, you can see like the flush mount, like
dude, that's rad.
So yeah, a little bigger. Like the car was just so perfect and so perfectly tuned.
Oh,
and
dude,
the way,
yeah.
Also, that's a Pulsar right there.
Dude, hold on. That thing next to it, that is an S13. I think that's Biggie's old S13.
That's Biggie's
right
track car.
Yeah.
This one right here? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Biggie's S13. Holy shit.
Yeah. So this car's been in Utah for a couple of years, but yeah. I wonder where this was taken at. But yeah, Pulsar and an S13, so that's pretty cool.
Biggie's S13 of all fucking S13s.
Right, no joke.
Yeah. Natural, we are making videos. Zach's doing that. We're gonna make stuff. So
he's our videographer.
Yeah.
We have two more in the works right now, and a third one on the plate. So two filmed. I just need to finish them, which I'll probably start working on one tonight, and maybe get the junkyard video done tonight. Yeah. And then we have the lowrider video coming out, and then possibly Sean's car.
Yeah. So we got some stuff coming. So don't you worry there.
Keep in mind, I'll probably drag Zach around with a camera to follow me through like the junkyard for putting together my Drift Subaru or some shit like that, or following the project somehow. So keep that in mind.
But I was going to say watching him drive this car, because he was so into. I told the story before, but like a guy in this car, that VG is not a fast engine. Granted, it's a light car, but this is not a high power car. But we're doing like 120 on the highway. He's weaving in and out of traffic, and then like for shits and giggles, he decides just to lock up the car because he can, and he knows the dynamics and the handling of the car, because he's put probably 50,000 miles of just very intense, hardcore driving on this car. And this loops back to like the lowrider stuff, where it's like it's the same like level of dedication and knowledge about the car, and like have been there from the start to the finish of the creation of what you've built, and it was very interesting and fun. I would also love to do a video of this car too.
Oh, the Smurf? Yeah, dude, that would be fucking rad. Like, man, yeah,
especially if that car's got the history that it does.
Oh yeah, and the guy could sit down and talk for hours about the history, because it's he bought it off the original owner and builder of it. So he didn't build it himself, but he knew all of the history and all of the work that went into it. So he appreciates it and cares for it. He's kind of like he describes himself as kind of like the caretaker of the car now.
Nice, kind of like a steward of the Smurf.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I vibe with that.
Yeah, no, I would. So, they were repaving the street in front of Integrated today, like the little frontage road. So everybody was just like, "Oh, we're gonna have to come in this back way and duck up this alley, and then how are we gonna
Holy
get to the
shit!
front of the
I'm so
building?"
sorry. This
Yeah.
is the rear subframe in this car.
Okay.
That's not the stock 510 subframe.
No, that's
no.
that's got a lot of custom and Z car components in there.
Yeah, that
that's
is
yeah,
very that's very cool.
and the rear brakes.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I just saw that and I was like, that is impressive.
That's cool. Yeah. No, so like there's this little gated off area kind of behind on the side of our building that kind of cuts off the rear from the front. So like you can't just walk around. You have to like drive down the street or whatever. So today they opened that up so people could drive through and get through. And in there are Pete and Dave's old cars. So Dave's GTI 337 with his RPF ones and his now probably toast fucking whatever tires they were on there, but doesn't have an engine in it. But then Pete's big turbo like Mark II GTI that I think last time it was running made like 600 to the wheels.
Jesus.
Yeah,
If I remember that car correctly, it was an absolute animal.
Oh yeah, like it looks like fucking wild still. But it was like I had only ever seen these things through like a locked gate, and I look at them and I'm just like, man, I really need to sit down and talk to Pete and Dave about like, because I've just heard stories, like they were getting raw, like they were designing and engineering like the original integrated engineering connecting rods here in Utah, but then they would have somebody else manufacture them, and they were slinging connecting rods out of their dorm room while they were up at the U. Like friends would come up, be like, "Yo, man, can I get a discount?" They're just like, "Yeah," and they'd tell them like the full price. Just be like, "Yeah, no, there's no discount. There's no homie hookup. Shit ain't happening."
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So and now they're just fucking Now they're my bosses, and they bring in their dogs, and it's fun.
Aww.
Yeah. And Pete got a rooftop tent for his Atlas, and I've never seen so many grown men super excited about a portable treehouse.
Dude, no, it is entirely dick bait. Like it is 100% dick bait, a rooftop tent. Because as soon as I put one on my Tacoma, everyone at work, "Oh, you got a rooftop tent? Can you open it up and show it to him?" Like,
Yeah.
I guess so. Like I'm supposed to be working, but sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Like, no bitches give a shit about your rooftop tent.
No, they don't care.
Straight up. Bro,
No.
you go to like I wanted to go to Expedition Superstore's grand opening.
Oh yeah.
I unfortunately missed that, but like all the pictures I saw, it's like 90 dudes, 2 chicks,
Yeah.
and the 2 chicks there were selling merch. Like,
Yep.
I will have to say those guys at Superstore are fucking awesome. That's where I bought my tent and my roto packs from.
oh yeah.
And just incredibly nice guys. I'm actually Facebook friends with one of the guys now.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
they're all super knowledgeable in their craft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The owner is like the most hyper Australian guy you've ever seen. He's amazing.
Hell yeah.
But-
Dude. Man, I'm looking at my little window, and I'm just like seeing all these boxes that I got from work filled with stuff. Like
Dynaflow, Fastenal, Strange
The Ferrera
Engineering back
valves.
there. Yeah, there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah. God, fuck. Remind me tomorrow. I gotta go take a picture of like one of the individually wrapped Ferrera valves. And it's one of those it's like if I showed you and it didn't say valves on there, but I showed you this like brightly colored individually wrapped thing, I would be like, is this like an engine component? Or is this just like a candy that was invented in like 1884 and is soldiered on to today with very little changes?
I mean, probably both.
Yeah. So
I had a question actually for Natural TCN.
Yeah.
Is there content that you'd like us to see? Like to see?
yeah.
Because we're always open for new ideas and content.
man.
Is cool.
Yeah, if there's something you
I mean, I guess
you
that
like-
goes for everybody, really.
Oh yeah.
If there's anything
Yeah.
you want us to do, or you want us to talk about, or you want us to talk shit on,
Well, Logan wants to see me frying bacon without a shirt on, so
Same, but like
that's gonna happen.
oh god, I'm gonna come downstairs. There's gonna be like a fucking like all the lights are gonna be turned on. There's gonna be a camera set up, and it's just gonna be him in an apron making bacon. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's gonna be wild.
I'm here for it.
It's gonna be a whole lot of hashtag be a man things happening in that kitchen.
Hey, so I no longer have a room available.
Hey. No, God.
Oh, man.
Just gotta follow that Boston Be a Man Instagram account. That's
Oh, he's amazing.
they're fucking great. I almost did one today because I made burgers tonight, but I was just like, I also have bacon, so I chopped up the bacon and I put it in the ground beef. And I really just wanted to do the video, just like chop up bacon, put it in your ground beef, make burgers, eat 6 of them, have a heart attack, be a man.
That's amazing.
Adult Swim. Just have the Vano 3000 track on repeat in the background. Fuck it.
Fucking it, yeah. Let's see, Logan. I want to hear your guys' opinions on the modern quote JDM scene. We're talking auto WRXs with drift charms, etc. Man, coming for my man Pumpkin real hard. You son of a bitch.
Come on now. That's his fun daily. And
Yeah.
Pumpkin is a good man. He is the exception, not the rule here.
Yeah, no, I mean
He has depth and warmth that most of these characters with drift charms on their whips lack.
yeah, no, it's okay, Logan. I was just throwing that out there. Oh, by the way, if you
Hold on, I got to give a shout out to Costa, who is currently watching this on his TV, presumably with his girlfriend.
What's up? How you doing?
Costa's the one at the M3 that we did the video of.
Oh hell yeah!
Hey Costa, what's up?
Hell
Glad
yeah.
this
I take
could be
that.
part of your couple's evening repertoire. Not sure how well that's working out for you, but hey, glad you're here.
His girl's probably like, "You hang out with idiots like this."
No, this motherfucker dude has the. Okay, I don't know what's in his driveway right now, but he has an E46 M3, CRZ. He had an W140 500 S500. He had a Datsun 280ZX. His EG or what's the weird bubbly one that has the weird console shifter?
The
EP3.
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 The radio.
What else does he have? Because the comment down here, if you can, what else you have? I know you have more cars. Oh, he has his V8 4Runner. Yeah, so his girlfriend is very familiar with just random shit in his driveway.
With this
I mean,
kind of
yeah,
level.
none of those follow any particular rule or form, so that's
Oh,
impressive.
yeah.
That's an eccentric collection that even rivals my massive
Yeah.
piles of shit.
And
Yeah,
his
with that eccentric of a collection, she has to be familiar with the level of like car guy idiocy that only we can bring.
Well, his girlfriend is so amazing too, because like we were at Cars and Coffee, and he brought the EP3 out, and another M3 rolled up. So he called his girlfriend, was like, "Hey, babe, please bring the M3."
Go grab
His
the
girl-
M3.
Yeah, and then he posted a photo in our group chat of all of his cars lined up in a parking lot, and we're all like, "How the fuck did you get like 7 cars in a church parking lot?" He goes, "Oh, me and my girlfriend took turns driving them there."
That's
Hell yeah.
God. It's like
And he commented to me, "Just love cars," is all he said. Just love cars.
there we go.
And that's what we're here for, man. We love it.
That's what we do.
I am 100% for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Logan. The JDM scene. I feel like that's just. Oh, sorry. What?
It's taken a turn, but real quick, Logan, if you like hearing the sultry sounds of Pumpkin's voice and him and me going on rants, dragging our collective soapboxes out, and occasionally talking about motorsports, the Formula Whatnot podcast, me, Pumpkin, and occasionally Pizza Dad, aka Tifosi Dad.
He rebranded too.
Listen, man, he occasionally gets to talk about Ferrari.
The difference between his rebrand and your rebrand is you are doing something with it.
Yeah, you're not trying to dodge like alimony payments.
I actually, do you know what he did? Last time I saw him in public, he referred to me as his illegitimate son, which means he's dodging fucking child support payments. I want my fucking
He
money.
is.
I want back pay.
There it is. So yeah, me and Pumpkin, we do the Formula Whatnot podcast. We talk about Formula One and other motorsports and get on soapboxes, but don't worry, you can just fucking either fast forward through it or just learn to love it. I'm trying to put those out every Thursday instead of every Friday, so that way you can actually listen to if, say, there's an F1 weekend happening, like this weekend, where they are going to the Hungaroring, which there are pictures of it done up as a chicken.
Nice.
They're fucking great. Every Thursday it comes out, so you can listen to that and then get right into your F1 weekend. So there you go.
Very nice.
Yes.
To answer Natural's question, it's not church parking lot, it's an actual coffee shop. It's true cars and coffee.
Yeah. I started drinking coffee again. I need to maybe actually go to a Cars and Coffee and get coffee and look at cars.
Well, there's one literally like less than a mile from where I live.
Oh yeah, we will probably be hitting up some stuff once I move into the crib.
Yeah.
But oh god, I think there's going to be a Cars and Coffee out at the track this weekend. Now that I'm thinking
one of
about
the
it.
Godfrey things.
Yeah, one of the Godfrey things. So it's going to be a fucking clusterfuck.
Oh yeah.
So, man, I keep saying I'm never gonna because what I used to do for the enduro before I had something I was willing to sleep in, I would have like 2 or 3 monsters or whatever just in the cooler, and then as soon as the enduro was done and as soon as I got done shooting and saying goodbye to everybody, I would crank one and then fucking drive home, windows down, blasting music on fucking I-80. Get into Salt Lake County, crank the other monster, and then fucking get home and pass out. So with all of this shit happening, I might do that again. I don't know.
Read Natural's comment, because I've actually wanted to have a discussion about this offline, because I've had some ideas, but we'll have the discussion offline.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do something.
I'm trying to think. So part of me really wants to come and make a documentary about your enduro weekend.
Yeah. That, I mean,
covering somebody's weekend.
Yeah, the life of a track photographer.
I mean, there are better people to do that with. I'm really out there begrudgingly at this point.
Oh, that'd be so funny. Just like a salty bitch out there. It'd be amazing.
God, the only way it gets better is if I start smoking again. Just like me, just ripping filters off, just fucking throwing them down. Like, fuck this.
I'm fucking on the attitudes. Fuck this shit. It's too fucking hot.
God. No, the thing that burned me out on photography is actually selling photos to people, because man, I'm trying to keep as much customer service out of my life as humanly possible.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, and I'm not looking forward to that part of my career where I'm like, okay, I actually need to make money off this now. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that part of my life.
Yeah, there's a reason I really don't do a lot of client work anymore, and it's just I can't deal with the people.
Yeah.
But I'll go out there and put out some bangers for you. But yeah, I had something else for this, but fuck it, whatever. Yeah, no, it would be nice to get you out to a NASA thing, because there's all sorts of shit going on, Oh,
I'd love to come out to a NASA thing. We've been talking about me coming to a NASA thing since I think the day I started this podcast. Almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think both you and Dave, I've been you guys need to come out, and it's just and it's understandable
with what to do.
Exactly. See, Dave gives me that because Dave's a grown ass man.
I'm a grown ass man that doesn't want to and doesn't have the ability to afford going out and doing things.
Yep. Hey. Oh man, there's a reason I just hang out in this apartment most of my fucking week.
Hey man, I live at work and I sleep at home.
Yeah. I know the feeling. But yeah man, no. Zach, at the very least, we need to get you to come out so you can, do stuff.
Meet people and do stuff.
Yeah, I mean
I need to do the same, honestly. I mean, I stand at small chance at actually being out driving with these guys in the next year or so. So
Yeah. Oh
we'll
boy.
see what happens.
Yeah. You're going to meet Chris Miller, who's going to be out there in his trailer full of monsters.
I'm pretty sure I've met Chris a couple 3 years ago. I feel like I have.
Probably. Chris is a good
maybe
dude.
in passing. I don't know. I've met a lot of people who I can't remember meeting that know who the fuck I am. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
apparently I'm a hot commodity, and I didn't know this. But
hey, man, I'm at one. Yeah, you are. It's real weird when I say I do cam, and they're just like, "Oh, that thing with Dave," and I'm just
no,
like,
it's yours. It's not mine.
"Yeah, it's just like my thing with Dave." Dave. It's like I'm glad Dave is there, but at the same time, like,
Man,
this thing wouldn't have been dragged along for 11, almost 12 years now.
I mean, we've been homies the whole time this thing's been doing its thing, but I've only been
before.
here.
Yeah.
I've only been here very, very lately.
Oh yeah, so fucking A.
I'll bring back the Ghetto Award though. I'll do it.
I want there to be like a cam event of some sort, and just be like, one of you is getting a gold spray painted Steely, and like, I don't want you to build something ironically ghetto. Like, this is an award for your efforts. Like, A for effort, F for execution. Come back next year better, or we're throwing it through the windshield.
Or I'm going to chase you down through Sugar House Park yelling, "You forgot your award!"
Oh man. Where is he?
I-
Where's he going? He got out of the car. Where's he going? Oh god.
I just looked it up. My first camp episode. Actually, no. I saw it on the couch for that one. So the first one I was part of was October 2018.
Jesus.
I've been doing this for 3 years. I've
Yeah.
aged.
We've warped you.
I'm a changed man. Like this is a personality trait now. Shit.
You're a literal man.
Fuck yeah.
Like you're
I
fucking,
celebrated my 21st on the fucking podcast.
Yep.
I didn't have anything else to go do, so I went fucking drunk on the podcast.
I love that we were your nothing better to do option.
Yeah, it was a Monday night, so I bought a bottle of Captain Morgan right after working with Mike and Dave, and
Just got fucking lit in my basement.
with who was there? It was Dave and Jerry. Was it Dave and Jerry?
Was Jerry there?
Yeah, it was. Jerry was there.
Oh man.
It's probably the last time I hung out with Jerry.
No, not that Jerry. The ISS guys.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, like Jeff and Jerry?
Yeah, those are from Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, that's the same Jerry.
Yep. fucking Jerry. Whoop whoop.
Yep. Oh god, that took a second. It clicked. Okay.
I was about to say, like, give it a minute.
Yep. Processing. There it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Amazing.
Hey.
Amazing.
We're gonna come. Indeed, we're coming to the end here. So,
Can I get my little thing about my new rebrand?
yes, you do your little thing about your rebrand. I want to shout out a couple people, and then we'll promote our individual things, and we'll call it an evening. Sound good?
Cool.
Okay.
I've rebranded because I was been realizing this, especially at this lowrider meet, where everyone's like, "Oh, I want photos," which in reality I'll probably never hear from them ever again in my entire life. But they're like, "Oh, I want photos. Like, where can I follow you?" And I'm like, Cam Auto Mag, Utah Drives, Zach Lord's 35 millimeter, my Zach L Maker, my other Instagram, Cam Auto Mag Instagram, Colonel A. Dean at camautomag.mailbag.com.
When your business card just has a whole bunch of ads and hashtags.
Oh yeah, I have one of my business cards somewhere over here. I don't know where they wandered off to, and so I was just like, it's time to rebrand and put everything underneath the same name. So now everything is underneath Zach Lord's Media, which I am looking into and possibly considering getting a business license for, mostly for tax reasons. but consider doing that because I bet Mike said the same thing too, where you've looked at the value of some of your camera gear and you're like, it might be worth writing some of this stuff off.
Listen, it's to write stuff off. You actually have to be turning a profit. So, fun fact there.
Cough, cough, YouTube money.
Cough, cough. Listen,
Cough, cough. $20 a month, or $20 a week, or whatever it is.
cough, cough. We've been trying to write stuff off for Cam for a decade and change now. Shit ain't working.
But so now everything I'm going to do is underneath my name. So if I do a video for Cam, it will be Zach Lords Media has done the work for Cam Automag, and any of my other side bullshit will be underneath Cam. So I'll be posting. So if you want to go follow me on Facebook, I have a dedicated page for that. Also, the same as Instagram, where I'll be posting my photos and videos, and then also links to any content I create as well too, whether it be for Cam Automag or for any one who has happened to catch my attention for more than an hour.
Hell yeah.
So there's my rebrand. So basically, go follow me on Zach Lords Media, Instagram, and Facebook.
Nice.
I dig.
Hell yeah.
It's nice to be organized.
Yeah, it's nice because it's all one place now. So if you want to contact me, just message me through my Facebook page. It's gonna be easy enough that way.
There you go. Let's see, real quick. I want to say shout out to David Curtis. He went to went to Booty Hustlers event there in Apple Valley. Got himself a belt and some money for the big entry contest.
Dude, he was chucking backies like it was his day job, dude.
Oh yeah,
that was nice.
That was pretty rad. So congratulations to him. Shout out to Devin Creasy. He's doing clutch kickers here in a little bit in the Corolla.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. I did not know that.
He is, yeah. So he is doing that. So shout out to Devin.
Very nice.
And the old Toyota with a slightly less old Toyota engine and a Volvo axle.
I don't know how I managed to talk him into using a Volvo 1031 stick axle in that car. It just worked.
Yeah, exactly. You did, and here he is. Just living his best life.
I guess maybe I didn't talk him into it. I led the horse to water, and then he drowned. So,
and now nobody can drink from that well again.
Nobody can drink from that well. It's contaminated with dead horse.
Yeah, dead fucking hit. There's a lot of glue in there. A lot of glue and dog food that we can't just get out.
Wow.
Yep. And then notice this as I was going to bed and doing the bad thing of scrolling through Instagram before I go to sleep. But shout out to Sally McNulty. She crossed 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And she did it because she is a 110% enthusiast. And yeah, like she did it just by posting like her cars and sharing her car life, you know. Didn't have to remove any layers of clothing. Didn't have to artificially insert the dogs in there. Although it is nice seeing Carl and Lucy in there. But yeah, no, she
always good.
Oh yeah. But no, she had 100 she's up to 101,000 now, and it's just because she's fucking awesome and she has cool cars. And
Drive Sally drive.
Exactly. So she's getting ready for Road America. So a lot of her in the sim driving that little TCA Civic around Digital Road America. But yeah, congratulations, Sally. That's awesome. Glad you haven't forgotten about us. Because I still remember, God, there was one day after, I think it might have been late lap battle or very early NASA Utah.
Mm-hmm.
But we had to go from one end of the paddock to the other, like 5 of us. And there were 2 cars. I think it was Ty. Ty still had his like Mini Cooper S at the time, so he like took somebody in there, and there was no more room because Ty had like tires and shit in the back, as one does. So it was me, Sally, and then I think Meg Colligan. But they were in the front seats, and I'm in the back of Sally's Hawkeye, which had roll cage, and that's it. So there I am, just bouncing around in the back.
You're just chilling in the monkey bars.
Yep, just like sitting next to me, like, hey, this silver thing, that's where your fuel pump is, right? Because that's where it is on my Subaru. Yeah. So
Amazing.
oh yeah. So it was awesome to see her go from coming down from Wyoming in the Hawkeye to now race car driver working at the Ferrari / exotic dealership down there in Arizona.
Yeah.
So
Made moves. That's what hard work does for you.
damn right. And also shout out to Marcus with the good hair. The hair is still fucking amazing. And if I ever come down there, I'm doing like I'm hugging my friend, I'm petting the shit out of her dogs, and then I'm running my fingers through Marcus's hair. Like, I refuse to believe that there's like very little product in that shit. It can't be. All right? And it always looks perfect.
Just natural Fabio, huh?
God damn it. Andy can drive. Andy's smart. Fuck. What do I have? I
Hey,
can
we all
cook
can't
my
hit the
way.
genetic lottery, bro.
I know a dude who hit the genetic lottery. Fuck you, Dr. John Downey. Fuck you and everybody in your house. Fucking asshole.
Oh, man.
God, before we go, yeah, no, Dr. John Downey, he is smart. Like, he had, like, the top medical schools in the country fighting over him. And so he chose, like, he accepted Harvard's thirst trap. You know, he's like, all right, I will go with you, Harvard Medical School. So, like, he's living and working in Boston. He's 6'8". He's a former Division I college basketball player. Model good looks. Like, he survived cancer and a messy divorce all at the same time. Like, John's a hell of a dude. But also, like, smart, handsome as shit, funny. Fuck you, John. Oh. God damn it. Love you to death, but man, I want to hit you in the face with a fucking axe. Oh, man.
I love it.
I should probably promote some stuff since Zach did that. Like, I have a lot of friends I want to hit in the face with an axe. None of them on this podcast right now. But hey, if you like things getting hit in the face with an axe and podcasts and me and Dave, check out the Nerding for Beginners podcast, which is mostly a D&D playthrough podcast. It's me, it's Dave, it's Dave's better half, Brandy, and then Brandon, AJ, and Glenn. Potentially Kit in the future. I don't know. We got to figure that shit out and give Glenn some time to prepare. But yeah, the lot of us, we play D&D. Glenn is the dungeon master. We have some good times, some very interesting times, and yeah, starting next month, trying something new. I'm actually producing the podcast.
You're adding royalty-free sounds.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to make this an immersive audio experience. So,
I like
man.
it.
So yeah, Nerding for Beginners, wherever you get your podcasts, every Wednesday, sometime in the morning, usually by the time you wake up. So there you go. Oh, shout out to Central Europe. We're pulling numbers in Central Europe on the Nerding.
Really?
So yeah, like nothing crazy, but like, you know, shockingly more than like England and Australia. You know, two other English-speaking countries.
I mean, that's cool.
Yep.
The vibe
And then,
of that.
hell yeah. Then I already mentioned Formula Whatnot, and yeah, there we go. That's it for me. Anybody else want to throw anything out there into the wind before we go? No?
Zach Lords Media. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram.
There we
I'm
go.
still saying fuck Facebook. You can find me on Instagram.
There it is. Let's
Maybe
move.
I'll start doing voiceover shit on like TikTok or something. I don't fucking know. We'll see.
God, we actually after I move and I get the studio set up, I need you to we need to re-record the Nerding for Beginners intro.
Oh, I will hit you with all the sauce, bud. I will read it with my daddy voice.
I actually listened to it and I'm just like, fuck, like people have returned. It's just so out of date. God. Logan wants you to donate to his GoFundMe so he can have a sick 350Z with real rotas. Logan's dying. We didn't want him to learn this way, but it's an inoperable brain tumor. He doesn't have much longer to live. Hence why he wants the 350Z and not something cool. So,
He's got brain cancer. That's why he can't have anything cool.
yep, he just doesn't understand. Like his sense of taste is gone. It wasn't the COVID. It was, it's a tumor the size of a grapefruit.
This is why he's going to be hit with an axe purely out of convenience.
It's a mercy killing, Logan. That's all that it is. Saving you from yourself.
We feel bad. We want to help.
Whump. This is for you, Logan. Whump. This is all for you. Whump.
Why won't he fit? Huffed Pooh as he brought the axe down once more over the tattered remains of Christopher Robin's body.
And on that note, it's time to say goodnight.
I'll dug you behind an AutoZone, right where they dispose the coolant.
Yeah, find us wherever we fucking mentioned it. Find Logan's corpse behind an AutoZone somewhere in northern Utah. We're not specific, so it'll be like a scavenger hunt. I don't know, whatever. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Adios, kids.